2K Sports bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan calling the action with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Keller. Good news, Derrick Rose is back, recovered and ready to get back into the thick of things.
And they've been waiting for this moment, Kevin. They've had a very tough time.
Get up. Keep going in. Here we go.
Here is Rose. 12 points for him. There's the feed to Dunlap. Gibson against Landry. Here's the screen. And Gibson kicks to Dunleavy. A floater. 6 on the shot clock from 11 feet away. It's Butler that time on the assist by Dunleavy.
Almost pulled the trigger, but he realized it.
Big Daddy's check in for Carl Landry. And let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Here is your 2K leaderboard. Darren Collison 4th, and of course Derrick Rose.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from a point guard. Yeah, that is typically where we find a lot of the top foul shooters in the league, quite honestly, but that doesn't mean we should take these guys for granted now. I mean, they put in an enormous amount of work to get to that level.
Outside Collison. Right side Collison. And he gets it to go.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket. Aaron Collison could be the fastest player in the NBA with the ball in his hands. Westbrook, Parker, obviously in the conversation as well. But Collison, the son of 2 track stars, he is just explosive.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Collison the best, the Big Daddy. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Back to Collison. Pass to Stauskas. This one for 3. The rebound by Gibson.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board. Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for the rest of the game.
Noah with a screen for Rose. Gibson the screen. Outside Rose. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The Kings trailing. 1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Cousins takes to Stauskas. Lets it go from deep. It's all in by the Bulls. Dunleavy's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Noah. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one. No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there. Joakim Noah, one of the great effort players in the NBA. His energy and mobility enable him to make his impact felt all over the court. Boy, you talk about Noah's energy and hustle. His offensive rebounding is a huge plus for their offense, and his speed in transition creates problems for the opposing big man as well.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol's checked in for Gibson. McDermott comes in for Dunleavy. It's Heinrich in for Butler. Gay dishes to McCallum. And Sessions kicks to Gay. Shot clock at 6. He's got his third basket of the night. Bulls have gone 7 of 15 from the field at this point. Here's Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Rose with the rebound.
Not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
And so the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. Bulls lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Coming.
The second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the hoop and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Sacramento, they've got McCallum. Evans is out there with Carl Landry. And there's Thompson. And it's Sessions. They come in off the loss to the Suns.
I didn't like the defensive game plan they had going into that one. It just seemed out of whack. The matchups were wrong, and they didn't bring the energy necessary either.
You know, it was befuddling to me why they stuck with that, Steve. I mean, they dug themselves a hole, and then they didn't make the changes they should have to get out of it. They didn't make any good adjustments there.
The Kings trailed by 5. Let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, for Doug McDermott, he feels as though he's been overlooked a lot in his career, but he's learned to let it go, saying, I've always had a chip on my shoulder because I didn't have any scholarship offers. It was more trying to prove people wrong in my career. Now I feel like I've established myself, and I'm just playing for the love of the game. Good motivation, guys.
And the game's in his veins, don't you think, Doris? That's what he loves. Thank you. And Cousins gets it to go.
The pick wasn't ultra effective, but it got him just enough room for the score.
So it's Chicago now. It's a 5-point game. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Yeah, it was tough to see that one coming, really, because I thought that was a game they were going to win. The final score really caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, but I think they really tightened up at the end, Steve. I think they were trying too hard to avoid the upset instead of focusing on going after the win.
And that one's good. So now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Heinrich with it, picked up by Collison. And Dunleavy gets it to go in. Dunleavy's got his second bucket of the game to go. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Collison kicks to Gay to the inside. Big Daddy. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Big Daddy.
Kings, one of the youngest teams in the league. They're trying to build through the draft, but with mixed results over the last couple of seasons. Marcus Cousins, the only player who's truly distinguished himself as a significant building block.
Both free throws good from Big Daddy. And the Kings, Clark, over the last 5 years, drafting in that 5 to 7 range. They took Cousins, traded down, remember, for Jimmer Fredette, then Thomas Robinson out of Kansas, and another Jayhawk in 2013, Ben McLemore.
Yeah, McLemore struggled a bit in his rookie season. Aside from Cousins, not the difference makers you'd hope for to this point. We'll see if this year's any different.
No good from Gibson. Here's Big Daddy. Outside Collison. Kicks it out the game. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And that's now 9 points for Gay. It's all tied in Chicago. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And, Coach, in this kind of a matchup against this team, how important is keeping control of the ball and limiting turnovers?
It's huge. Live ball turnovers, if you put them in the open floor, they're very difficult to stop. But we got to play some defense. We're not playing any defense right now.
Tom, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, Doris. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And a point of focus has to be offensive rebounding from now on. I'm not as worried about our transition defense as I am about us missing out on second chance points because they are there for us. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
Now both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
What a game for Rowe. He has 12 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
Yeah, he's played really well, moving the ball around, and you'd like to see the rest of the team kind of get into that same passing groove that he's in.
Let's go. You're in.
Well time.
Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. McDermott's checked in for Dunleavy. And it's Heinrich in for Butler. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Jason Thompson is checked in for Cousins. Evans comes in for Carl Landry. Lee McCallum's checked in for Stauskas. And Sessions subbed in for Darren Collison. Heinrich and Rose the guards. Mirotic is out there with McDermott. And it's Gasol at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Big Daddy's checked in for the Kings. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games.
Nice, but overall, pretty solid defense.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Gentlemen, a close partnership between Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau and center Joakim Noah. Noah said, quote, the way each of us sees the game can be totally different, but he'll fight anybody to win, and I will too. Noah says Thibodeau's changed too, adding, he's opened up a lot more, asking how we're doing, what we're thinking. Kevin?
They're really the backbone of that team. Thanks, Doris. Out there one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Rose. Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
Derrick Rose, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, now playing for his hometown Bulls. He became a partner and endorser for Chicago's top deep dish pizza chain. does represent this town.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. Sessions with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 16, he squares up and sinks it. Sessions has got the lead up to 7 now for the Kings. The Bulls have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Gasol is screen on Sessions. Rose passes to McDermott. Sacramento grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
And in that first matchup, they got absolutely manhandled on the boards, guys. So they're going to have to do a much better job tonight in the paint if they're going to win this game.
Heinrich against Sessions. 6 to shoot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Kurt Heinrich.
You believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
The Kings have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And the first one.
Need more than that, son.
Doing what I can, coach.
Daddy's checked in for Thompson. Williams comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Ben McLemore in for Sessions. Back to what Steve just said, in terms of rebounding, they did not have a good time of it when they squared off previously.
And once things started to go bad for them, guys, and they did go bad, I mean, they were that much less aggressive on the glass, and that's a no-win formula.
On the court for Sacramento. Big Daddy in at power forward. They McCollum out there with McLemore. Then it's Williams. And it's Evans, and it's the 5 down low. Good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
So it's Sacramento picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now we send you down to Doris Burke courtside, who's with our Jordan player of the game. Doris?
Well, DeMarcus, congratulations on the win tonight. We know you're a very intense player, but tonight you certainly seem to be having a lot of fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come up here now. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here. Crying all the time. I'm trying to keep smiling.
We love to see you smile, DeMarcus. Thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.